What is going on, you guys, and welcome to this video with your girl Noel Arevalo. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. You can always find my other social media platforms if you want to come say hello on those in the description box. So today we're going to be breaking some myths, if you want to say that, about how to really obtain a smaller waist and really shed back fat. And then I'm also going to be showing you guys an excellent workout to really build a lean, sculpted back. If you do find that you really like this video, please do not forget to give that video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. And then also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get into this video because I'm super excited to break some myths. Yes. All right, my beautiful people. So we're just going to go over a few things before I actually get into this back fat shedding, sculpting workout. So I'm going to be completely blunt and honest with you guys. Genetics do play a role in what your body is going to look like. You can't really pick and choose where you hold fat and how your bone structure is. Like if you're more wider in some areas and stuff like that, that stuff really does come down to genetic. I wouldn't say that, oh, just because someone's in shape and they look like perfect and stuff, that's just genetics. I feel like that disregards the hard work that it takes to be healthy, hold a consistent, like, you know, lean body and stuff like that. I'm not disregarding that, but it does come down to genetics. So the ways that you're really going to be able to get a smaller waist, I can't tell you how many DMs I've gotten about like this question, get a smaller waist or really get rid of back fat. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Like what it comes down to is it's going to come down to what your diet looks like. Your diet is going to be 80% of the problem, okay? Not the problem, but that's going to be what you have to really sort and figure out. I count my macronutrients. I think it's the best way to diet, to maintain, to bulk, because it's the most flexible and sustainable in the long term. Stuff like keto, paleo, that stuff just is not, it'll get you results to an extent, but it's not very, very realistic. Macronutrients is a lot more flexible, and you're able to have certain foods as long as it fits within your numbers, and you will absolutely still lose weight. So how you're going to shed that back fat, how you're going to get a smaller waist is you need to make sure that your nutrition is in check, whether that's getting a coach. I do coaching, incorporating cardio. So there is actually such thing of doing too much cardio, and you don't want to do that because that can sometimes stall fat loss, which is going to not make your waist or back look shredded or waist look smaller. Really making sure that you're on a correct cardio regimen, that you're losing weight, but you're not overdoing too much cardio to where you're not seeing any kind of weight loss at all. And then also you really need to get your nutrition in check. You want a small waist, you want a shredded back, you want to lose that back fat, that annoying love handles, all that stuff. You need to get those two things in check. So the next thing of really, giving this illusion that you have a smaller waist. For me, a lot of people think I have a small waist. I don't have like a super thick, wide set waist. I guess it is somewhat slim, but it's not the tiniest waist. It's really working on my upper back and my lats. And I go over a movement in this workout, in this video, that's going to be very helpful to that. That's going to give you that V taper type of a look like you see, like, physique athletes have, men's physique, not just, but giving an example because theirs is a lot more, predominant. So giving you an example of a picture here of like somebody in physique, you see how it gives them that V taper. That is them really working on their upper backs. Certain exercises that super focus on your lats, and then it gives that illusion that you have a smaller waist. That is literally the secret. That's literally the secret. There's no, cut if and buts around it. Maybe if you got some crazy surgeon, they could do something crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't do it that way. Personally, I'm all natural. So that's going to be the secret to it. Once you get those things in check, you will have a shredded upper back. You will lose that upper back fat. Absolutely. I can 100% guarantee you that. And you will also have a smaller looking waist. Voila, people. Did I just answer your life question? Yes. So starting with wide grip lat pull downs, this is what's going to give you that illusion that you have a smaller waist. There's no ways around it. Our bone structure, how, our genetics are, you can't just make yourself have a smaller waist. But if you really want that illusion, doing wide grip lat pull downs is really going to work on your upper back and then building your lats. That's what it mostly targets. And that's going to give you that V taper and give you the quote unquote illusion that you do have a smaller waist. This was one of the movements that I have been doing since the beginning of my own personal fitness journey, starting 6.5 years ago. And it has really helped me look like I have a smaller waist because I have built so much more on my lats, my V taper, as you see. it literally is hitting that in this movement as I'm doing it. So this is an excellent movement to incorporate at least twice a week into your training protocol. Seated cable rows, this is another excellent movement to really build a shredded, lean looking back. I owe a lot of my muscle back mass to this movement along with the wide grip lat pull downs. Again, definitely be incorporating this movement at least twice a week into your training regimen on your back days. This movement is excellent because it's a compound movement. So not only are you hitting your back, your mid back, you're hitting your biceps, but you're also hitting your rear delts. Which I don't know about you guys, but I like to hit as much muscles as I can when I do get in my workouts. So absolutely make sure to incorporate this movement if you're really trying to build a lean, shredded looking back. Seated hammer rows. This is another great exercise to really build a shredded lean back. The excellent thing about this is actually a free weighted movement as opposed to the first two were cable movements. You need to be incorporating free weighted movements and also cable movements to force your muscle to adapt and grow in different ways. Like they both work together to force the muscle to adapt and grow faster. Like your progression is going to be a lot better when you're incorporating both. So great movement to build your back and something to be mindful of incorporating a balance between cable movements and then also free weighted movements. Single arm dumbbell rows is going to be another staple back and bicep movement for me. You should be incorporating as well single limb movements. So what single limb movements really focus on is they help with more time under tension, and that contributes to more muscle growth, more progression, all that good stuff. And another awesome thing for everybody who always wants, you know, those tight, lean, shredded abs, it really does help with your core strength and working on your abs as well. So plate bicep curls, this was actually the first time that I actually did this movement and I really liked how it felt. So it hits and focuses more so on the bottom part of your bicep, which is nice because you want to make sure that you're doing different movements that are hitting every area of the muscle, obviously. So highly recommend this. Loved how it made me, you know, feel, and then also the pump that it gave me was awesome. So we all love a good pump. Definitely incorporate this to build and focus on different areas of the bicep. Next movement was the rope bicep cable curl. I love cables, especially for your biceps. Just that extra time under tension, like as you see me pulling, there's just constant tension the whole time. And it really builds, gives you a good juicy pump, and that's how you know blood flow is getting in there and you're actually really forcing your cells to grow, and that's what's forcing your muscle to grow and adapt and all that good stuff. So always be incorporating some kind of bicep cable curl. They are excellent to build your biceps. That's going to conclude that video. I hope that there was like some mind-blowing things that, you know, happened when you were listening to the beginning of this video, because that is truly like 100% the truth to how to obtain a smaller waist, how to get rid of back fat, how to build like a shredded back. That is literally the answer to it. I've been an athlete for 6 years now. I know exactly what I'm talking about because I've coached all walks of life of women. So I hope you learned something, as you know, per usual. I hope you got some value out of my video. Again, please do not forget to hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and you will see me in the next video with Noel, Arevalo. Hey, that rhyme, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Mwah.